Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another video on Kamikaze. Today we'll be going over my top 5 receiver cores in the NFL. It's no longer about the best duos in the NFL. It's about depth. You have to have depth at that receiver spot. And we're going to go over that right now. Who's got the best one? Let's get right into it. Starting off with the Cincinnati Bengals. I have them at number 1. You got the veteran Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, who's one of the top receivers in the NFL right now, and then Charlie Jones, rookie out of Purdue. He's phenomenal. He's a good rookie right there in that fourth role. And then number 2, I got the Seattle Seahawks, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And then the Seahawks have a couple other young guys fighting for that fourth position right now. But for sure, it's DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Jackson Smith-Njigba for the receivers. You got DK Metcalf, big body receiver. Tyler Lockett, who's a little bit on the older side, but he does have that elite speed. And then Jackson Smith-Njigba, phenomenal route runner, plays in the slot, plays outside, plays primarily in the slot, but you can mix it up with all these guys. So I had the Seattle Seahawks at number 2. And at number 3, I had the Minnesota Vikings. I was about to put at number 2 just because of how great Justin Jefferson is. But I'm going to put him at number 3 because it's very top heavy, The Seattle Seahawks have an elite third receiver, in Jackson Smith-Njigba. But the Vikings, they got Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, who's a rookie. Selected him in the first round, but he's going to be a superstar in the NFL. And they got KJ Osborne, who should be open in most of the plays because, teams are going to be trying to double cover Justin Jefferson. And then Jordan Addison's that number 2 guy. And you also have TJ Hawkinson, who's going to get some attention as well. So KJ Osborne should be, a go-to guy, to be honest, because he's going to be open. And they got Jalen Reagor for special teams, for the speed and all that stuff. So I have the Vikings at number 3, but they very easily could be at number 2. At number 4, I got the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson was complaining about not having weapons. Well, this year he has that. Rashad Bateman, they picked in the first round a couple years back. They got OBJ, and coincidentally, my comparison for Bateman was OBJ, that was my comparison for Bateman. So now he's playing with OBJ, and OBJ was super close to winning MVP in the Super Bowl, but unfortunately he tore his ACL and obviously could not continue the game, but he was very, very close to winning MVP in the Super Bowl. So now he's here. They picked him up in free agency, so let's see what he got in the tank. I believe he could do a lot for this team, so let's see what happens. And Zay Flowers, selected this year in the first round, very hyped prospect as a receiver. He's number 3 or number 2 ranked in the NFL, or out of that draft class. And they got Devin Duvernay, who's a returner, but he's also a gadget guy, so you can run some plays with him. And yeah, I have the Baltimore Ravens at number 4. At number 5, it's very, very tough. I could put the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Jaguars, but I put the Los Angeles Chargers because they got Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Johnston, a rookie from TCU, big body receiver, but he also has that wiggle in him, and then Joshua Palmer for that 4th big body receiver. So they got big body receivers over here in Los Angeles for the Chargers. And I think Herbert should make some noise with these guys, and with his new offensive coordinator, Moore, who was formerly from the Cowboys, so I think they should have a great year. That's why I have them at number 5, top 5 receiver cores in the NFL. So my special shout out is going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars. Barely missed it out of the top 5, but I believe they're going to be phenomenal this year. Calvin Ridley, definitely one of the top 5 receivers in the league. Question is, can he stay healthy? Can he play the whole 17-game span over the 2023 NFL season? And you got Zay Jones, who had a phenomenal year last year, and then Christian Kirk, who plays in the slot, and he's a playmaker, Jamal Agnew, who's one of the best returners in the NFL. So they got guys, the Jacksonville Jaguars definitely have guys. So they are my special shout out. They're very close to making that top 5 list, but I think they barely miss it. But they should have a phenomenal season, all of these guys. But like I said earlier, the teams I missed, the Cowboys, the Eagles, Bills, Dolphins, you got Tyreek Hill and Waddle. Those guys barely miss this list, but they are very, very talented groups. So let me know what you think about my top 5 list. What's your opinions? Who you got? Now, I hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all have a wonderful day. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.